Yo, so we in Jersey City, New Jersey. We're gonna interview Lady J KUTZ. It was mad traffic this morning. Yo, today I woke up super not motivated, tired. But I think that just comes with the process of trying to be successful at something. You're gonna run into those walls, to those mental walls, and you just gotta keep going, keep pushing, because you never know what's gonna happen for you. So yeah, let's do it.
Zavion beat.
I'm originally from Maine, actually Limestone, Maine. It's a U.S. Air Force base that separates Canada and Maine.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So, my parents, they both met there and actually had me there, So they both had served prior, they were there in the military before prior. And they ended up meeting up in Maine and they had me. Unexpectedly, but hey, yeah. So from there I just moved around. My brother was born in Hampton, Virginia. That was about 5 years later. And my other brother was born about 10, 15 years after that. Since we're in the military, my dad always took him to get military haircuts. But serving the military, I get it.
Yeah.
But man, they do not know how to just do haircuts like, oh, you got curly hair? Well, we're going to have to cut you like this. No. Everybody gets the same treatment. Yep. So it doesn't matter. You got the fly-by fishtail cut. Yep. Man, you got curls or nothing. Yep. So I got tired of it. I was like, God, my brothers are looking ugly. So I knew my dad had these clippers underneath the bathroom sink. So I just started fixing and self-teaching myself based off the cuts that they were getting. Yeah. So when they'll come from the barber shop, I'll go behind them and kind of fix it up. And, like if he did it like this, and he must be doing this. So I just figured it out, like with the clipper. And no one showed me. I just figured it out on my own. Yeah. So by the time I got better, I was getting better with it, teaching myself. My dad was like, oh, look, man, you're doing better. Doing good. And I'm telling my brother, do not tell. Don't tell. Because then we can't go to lunch. Because the money my dad was giving me to go make sure they got their haircuts, it wasn't getting to the barber. Yeah. I would do it at home, and then I'll take my brothers out to eat. And I'll get me a little snack so I can have something for later, and then I'll buy my dad his lunch for that evening. Yeah. Because usually I would cook, but during the times it was haircut time, I use that time to go get it myself and prep everything up and make his lunch and get his uniform ready and stuff like that, because he's still in the military, so I always had his uniform, everything lined up, his boots dusted, everything polished. So he thinking, oh, my baby girl just, she took him to the barber shop, she went this, she did. I did all of that. Yeah. Just didn't take him to the barber shop. So by the time my father found out, it was my baby brother said, she was doing it, she was cutting us, she did it. I was like,
oh, just ready you up.
I was like, you snitch. I said, oh, you never get no treats. Like, that's it. Yeah. So my dad found out, he was like, oh, okay, so I don't have to pay for the barber. I went, I was like, well, I'm not cutting hair. So I stopped cutting my brother's hair. So I go back and do the lawn. I'll go ahead and do the laundry. I'm not doing that. That was my way of getting my little monies. Yeah. But I said, you know what? Washing the clothes and doing was even easier because my dad was letting money in there anyway. Yeah. So right on. It still works out.
So you were like 15, 16?
Yes.
Cutting hair? Mm-hmm. Alright, next question. So when did you get your license and start working in a barbershop?
02.
2002?
I had finished my license and I came to Jersey. Kind of just because it wasn't easy to work where my daughter was born in North Carolina. It wasn't easy at all. People didn't expect a female to be cutting. So for me to get work, it was harder. Yeah. There in North Carolina. So it just made it difficult, and I was like, I can't do this. I said, I'm never gonna live. I'm not gonna eat. I'm always gonna be struggling because they're gonna think a girl, oh, you should be in a hair salon, not a barbershop.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? let's try upstate. I said the last place my dad was stationed was Fort Dix. That's in Jersey.
Yeah.
I said it's cheaper to come to Jersey City than it would be to go to New York. You know, I said that's a little bit further distance.
Yeah.
So I came here and just started building. You know, trying to just start cutting. I started at Clip Joint in Newport Mall. Went from Clip Joint to New Flavor, then New Flavor to here. I came to New Flavor because I had gotten sick for a while. I was sick for almost a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's continuous. My cancer came back.
Oh,
and when it came back, God. It was like it came back kind of like a little, like a hard hit.
Yeah.
You know? So I was given a choice at the time from the doctor, and my daughter was, you know, she was still in high school. So it was like they're telling me, you know, she was getting ready to get into high school. She was going to high school, and they told me that I had 2 years. And I was like, what? Like 2 years? Like, what do you mean 2 years? And they're like, you have 2 years. We either have to do the surgery or you have 2 years. I said, yeah, but I only have one child. Like, one. You know, wow. I was feeling like, you know, that whole maternal thing. Like,
yeah.
You know, why can't I have one more? Like, there's people out here having so many.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I was feeling. And after a while, I talked about it with my daughter, and I told her, I said, I have no choice. I said, because you can't be without me. She goes, Mom, I can't lose you. Of course you couldn't lose me. You know, 2 years, like, gosh, like, before you know it's gone, just like that. And then, you know, I said, no, I gotta do it, gotta do it. So they set the surgery immediately. Next thing you know, they left everything, but they took, you know, my sac, and I was like, oh, man, they took part of me. I felt all depressed, and I was going through a lot of emotions and everything, but I knew that couldn't stop me from doing what I had to do. I even pushed myself to try to go back to work sooner, but then I ripped my insides up again because I was pushing myself. But I didn't want to let my daughter down because I felt like, you know, she needs to see her mom strong, healthy, you know. So I kept pushing myself, but eventually, you know, I got better. Finally, I had to just sit down and stop moving. Yeah. But I got better, and I've just been pushing myself harder ever since, you know. Wow. So anybody else who has, like, you know, going through things in their life and feeling like, you know, oh, this is an obstacle, this, but look at me, and I'm like, stop complaining. You know, there's a lot of people who've been through stuff worse than you. Yeah. I said, my story is one thing, but I'm sure there's someone with a worse story than mine, you know, but to them, that's their struggle, you know, but everyone who, the way that you come out of it is your character, so just be strong and just do it. The only thing you can do is do it, you know, and my dad always told me, he said, no one's going to do it for you, so pick up your face and go. You know, and that's what, you know, I just did. When I started back at the shops working again, they didn't want to take me back. But it was okay because, you know, it's business. People do what they got to do. And I ended up at New Flavor. Coming to New Flavor, it was hard because it was an urban shop. Yeah. And they've never had a female in there, ever. So when there was a word that there was a female in there, it wasn't, I was getting cuts. It was more like, let me see who she is. You know? So I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm cutting random, doing kids and older people, never no one really, you know, young or adult men who really like touch my body, looking at me, no. You know, and then after a while showing that I can cut, people started gradually wanting to sit in my chair. Surprisingly, since then to now, I have kept majority of my clients, or a lot of them, they didn't know where I was, they found me. Yeah. So it was like really amazing. Wow. Really, really amazing. Yeah. cancer, domestic awareness, autism, and this no, the last two have been the door. The last two have been the door.
Is that the name of the place, the door? The
door for the charity is called the door. It helps kids out, like kids who want to do kids. It's like they give back to the community for children, or young adults want to, you know, venture off and do their own, like get interviews, get a job. They help with them with that. Plus they have like dance classes and things like that. They have other activities, other, you know, things they can do to, you know, pretty much stay out of trouble and, you know, level up on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Does it target kids like inner city kids? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I had my first experience last year, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Dope. You know, this is different for the kids. Like, I mean, it's like Boy and Girls Club, but pro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. A lot of inner city kids, they don't get opportunities like that.
They don't,
and they get caught up in gangs and all that.
Exactly. And I've seen. I had a chance to speak to somebody. They know this is great because, you know, we all get to come together. We all get to, you know, we dance, we do activities, but we do things that inspire us to do other things, and which is great. So I look at it, you know, the build up for the youth for a better tomorrow. So that's how I see it. You know. So when we go there and we cut, the people who come in and pay the donation, like the entry fee pretty much is like your donation and whatever else you decide to put into it or whatever. And from there you come in, you watch women worldwide. Like there's women from all over that are, you know, she'll choose and to come in and we'll cut. But I've cut since day one. I've been there every year. So I'm, you know, blessed to be one of the ambassadors of it, you know, because it's a great look for women, you know, and plus it's uplifting and encouraging, you know, it builds a lot of women's confidence because a lot of them get discouraged in this field. You know? Yeah,
for sure. Has there been like more and more women coming through, like each year? Yeah?
Yes, I even
That's pretty awesome.
Well, since I've dealt with a lot of the fashion events and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, like it's, like Corey Woods had his own fashion event, Billy Blunt's had his fashion event, including a lot of people who are affiliated with them, you know, like B-Dot and Greg, who also, you know, has supported me along the way with all the events. I mean, they actually come and they show up, and that is like so dope to see another part of, you know, it's pretty much like beyond the chair, the barber beyond the chair, you know, besides just cutting in a barbershop, we're doing other things outside that serve our community. Yeah. And I like that a lot. And plus, working with other people and having them be just encouraged and motivated to come see you. Hello everyone, I'm Lady J KUTZ with Inglorious Barbers. To all you guys following him in the barber world, keep it inglorious.